Hi, my name is Rachel Kalea, and I'm here to speak about my master's dissertation project, which was supervised by Professor Vicky Karkou. So, my research is called Transcending the Base, exploring lived experiences of transcendent states within the context of 4 online Arts for the Blues workshops. So, the focus here is transcendent states, which psychotherapeutically align with transpersonal psychotherapy. However, transcendent states are recorded almost in the oldest healing practices we have recorded, facilitated through dance, music, and ritual. And they have been spoken about in many different traditions. So the terminology that transcendent states is synonymous with is very large, which makes studying this area of research very difficult because not only are there so many different terminologies, but also each person's experience is different from one time to the other, and each person's experience may be different from one person to the other. So there's this general lack of heterogeneity, which affects the field of research. However, in this study, the defining terminology is the transcendent states are seen as a spectrum of experience that can happen beyond our ordinary base state, and that this experience is defined by a qualitative shift. So the quality of experience in transcendent states is different and can range, right? And the way I would like to study these transcendent states is through the facilitation, through body-based and movement-based methods in psychotherapy that have a link with transcendent states in their literature. So why study transcendent states? They don't yet seem to have a prominent role in psychotherapy. However, research in altered states of consciousness and in transpersonal studies has shown that transcendent states could be implicated in the reduction of physical pain, in the reduction in the severity of Crohn's disease, in an improvement in quality of life, that they may be effective treatment for substance use disorders, and also that they support many self-developmental processes and therapeutic processes, such as expanding mind-body awareness, such as nourishing self-care practices, nourishing acceptance, nourishing a connection with self, with other and otherness, and deepening relationships. So I wanted to study transcendent states, and my research question was, what is the transcendent potential of embodied work? So what is the potential of embodied work to facilitate transcendent states within the context of 4 workshops conducted online using the Arts for the Blues methodology? And I wanted to use this because what I was about to do was experimental, and Arts for the Blues is evidence-based creative method, and therefore I could create a sense of safety for my participants and for this intervention through aligning with this body of research. So I conducted 4 workshops online and 1 focus group, each of 2 hours. I had participants from my study bubble due to COVID-19 restrictions who are all female and trainee creative psychotherapists. I collected visual, verbal, and written data, and then I studied it in a holistic way, as is in line with transpersonal methods in psychotherapy and transpersonal research. So I used IPA, I used transpersonal and embodied lenses, and I used creative inner dialoguing with the data. So influencing these workshops to be able to facilitate transcendent states, I studied literature such as in active imagination and focusing-oriented art therapy, the creative connection, authentic movement, transpersonal dance movement therapy, and I found some common denominators there. And in general, it is a sense of clearing the mind and focusing attention through the senses, through imagination, and creating that distance between self and inner experience, and then being able to process that through artistic mediums. So what my findings suggest is that participants experienced a movement visualization task of the safe place as a peak experience for them. And so I focused on data about that experience. And within that experience, the following qualitative shifts were experienced. So there was a deepened sense of connection with self, other, and for 2 people, even otherness. There was connecting to authentic insight. There was a sense of knowing something or getting to know self better. There was a connection with a sense of freedom that for one participant was really empowering, experiencing pleasant emotions, moving from present moment awareness. There was a blurred sense of space and time, which aligns with other theoreticians. It's always mentioned somehow. Experiencing a different body, a deep sensorial experience of imagined reality, which also points to the importance of studying the power of imagination because it can pose some potential dangers, and non-dual nature of experiencing, and a difficulty describing the experience. So the way Arts for the Blues facilitated this process, according to the data, is that aligning with this therapeutic containment and that therapeutic approach seemed to be really important for at least two of the participants in our journey, because they mentioned the importance of safety and non-judgment. And also there seems to be some connection between the key ingredients and the qualities of the qualitative shifts. However, that would require more research. Methodologically, it seems important to allow more time, and that there would need to be optimization between the transcendent processes and the Arts for the Blues ingredients, so that it creates a space that is less saturated by influences. So in summary, findings suggest that transcendent states can be facilitated through creative methods in psychotherapeutic settings within a group and online, that the qualitative shift experience aligned with a larger body of research in transcendent states, and that therefore there is potential to study transcendent states qualitatively. Also, it shows that we need a better safety protocol for online groups, better optimization between Arts for the Blues and transcendent state ingredients, and that more research would ultimately allow people to benefit from transcendent states within psychotherapy or other areas of life. So thank you for listening, and I wish you a good day.